Hi everyone, I'm Maslin from Sri Ranga Technologies, Coimbatore. We are manufacturing coal press oil extracting machine, Marachekku machine in Coimbatore. So today we are going to show the demo of coal press oil extracting machine. So now we have a new assembled machine. So every machine will be checking trial. So now one machine is ready for a trial. So now we'll start the trial for the machine. So first of all, we'll start the machine. Um, so this is the machine. So first of all, for the rollers we need to apply the grease. So top there's an steel plate will be there. On that we need to apply a grease. So in that steel plate only the roller support rollers will be running. So for the lubrication we need to apply a little bit over there in the roller. And in the bottom there's a gear. So in the gear part we need to apply grease like weekly once, or like if you hear any noise in the gears, if you apply grease it will become smooth. So at least for weekly once we need to apply the grease to the gear. So on the top of the gear we need to apply the grease. So in the this is the only greasing area. On the top and bottom this is the only greasing area. So now we will like next before starting the production we need to put this lock. So this is the lock we have given for the drum. So first we need to put the lock, and after putting the crushing part inside the machine we need to connect the crushing part and the rod. Backside we have given a rod. So there's a hole in that tool, like in the crushing part also we have a hole, and in the shaft also we have a hole. We need to connect that using this pin. So after connecting the pin we need to tie the springs. There's a small spring and big spring. So now we need to first tie the small spring. So small spring is around like 6 to 8 threads. So like after 1 or 2 months that the tension of the spring will be getting reduced. So we need to increase the tightening of the spring. So starting from 6 to 8 thread is enough by using the 32 spanner. So this is the spanner we will be giving with the machine. So by using the spanner we need to tie the small spring first. So if you count the threads, it should be around like 6 to 8 threads in the bottom. So until you can see the threads, if you count that threads it should be around like 6 to 8 threads. Maximum up to 9 threads we can tie the small spring. If you count it should be around 9, and backside it should be 12 threads. So if you tie the spring it should the outside thread it should be 12. Like if you count the threads it should be 12. So here we have gone a thread. So if we count the threads it should be 12 threads. The number should be 12. So after tightening that, so here we have a groundnut of 18 kg of groundnut. So now we are going to process this groundnut in the machine. So before starting the machine we should not run the machine ideally. So after tightening all that we should not switch on the machine. After putting the raw material only we should switch on the machine. So now we have put out 18 kg of groundnut. So fully we can put it inside. So this is a first quality groundnut 18 kg. So from this we can get up to 40 to 45% of oil output. So for the 15 like 18 kg of groundnut we need 1 liter water. So based on the moisture content we need to add water. So normally the moisture content should be 5 to 5.5 percentage. For that we will add around like half liter, like 500 ml to 750 ml of water will be adding. So now we are this around like 5 percentage of moisture. So every raw material which we are going to process in the machine we need to check the moisture. So I'll give a separate video for to check the moisture content of the seed. So now we don't have a machine, so now we're just showing the demo. So after next video I'll show you the how to check the moisture content. So for 5% we have added 750 ml of water right now. So let it run for 5 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes. So after that if the oil comes no need adding. So we need a strainer like this, like the filter and the vessel in the bottom to collect the oil. So this is the filter to collect the raw materials from the oil. So let it run for 5 minutes. Then it will be like the raw material will become powder, and after that it will become cake. From the cake only oil will start coming. So no need to keep any hand inside. So no need of any labor to run the machine. Like if you switch on the machine automatically oil will be produced. So no need of any labor to run the machine. So just after the oil is coming, we need to remove the cake, and for removing oil we need a labor. So now from the raw material, now it has become a cake. So from the cake, oil has came out. So let it run for 5 to 10 minutes. Like it should fully get grinded and it should become cake. After maximum, like from the starting time, we need to remove after 15 to 20 minutes. Like it should get properly grinded. Then after that, if you remove the lock, the oil will be coming clearly without any raw material. So maximum from the starting, we need to run the machine for 15 to 20 minutes without removing the lock. So let it run for 15 to 20 minutes. So maximum it will take around like 45 to 50 minutes to complete one batch, and remaining 10 minutes for cleaning the cake. So let it run fully, then only you will get a proper oil output. So we should not do it in urgent way, so we should do it in slowly, because this is a cold press machine, so the RPM will be very slow. Then only we can maintain the oil temperature. So here you can see that the drum part is totally wooden and the crushing part also wooden. So now we can remove the lock out. So now oil is coming out. So now we can switch on the machine, so oil will be coming out clearly. So I told you, like after we are removing 20 minutes, the oil will be totally clear oil. So now you can see that in the oil there is no raw material, it is coming clearly. Actually this is a new design we have developed. Like in our machine, when you remove the lock, the oil will be not having any raw material. So oil will be like filtered oil, like it will be like clear oil. So around like 80 to 85 percentage of oil you will be getting in the first time. So remaining 10 to 50 percentage of oil you'll be getting at the last, like second time when we are removing the lock, you'll be getting the remaining 10 to 50 percentage. So in the starting you'll be getting maximum amount of oil out. So now we have got around like 80 to 85 percentage oil from the ground, like from the raw material. So totally, if like for 20 kg, if you are getting 8 liters of oil, like maximum 6 to 7%, 7 liters of oil will be coming out. So now you can see that the raw material become cake. So from the powder it has become cake. So from the cake it will be getting dried. So like if you need a proper process, the main thing is the moisture content. So you can see the cake how it is. So after again 10 to 15 minutes, we'll after running the machine again, we need to remove the lockout. So remaining oil will be coming out. So you can see the oil how it's clear. These are a new design. So in our design, like the raw material will not won't have any cake like raw material. So it will be like clear oil. So no need of doing filtration. Within within 1 or 2 hours you'll get a clear oil. Like you can directly sell this oil to the customers. So that much clear you will be getting. The main thing is the moisture content. It should be dried properly. Then only the process. So everything will be easy. Like if it is not dried properly, then it will be not. You will not get a good quality of oil. The process, everything will be difficult. The cake will be not forming properly. So if it is dry, if you are using a dried raw material, 5% raw material, it will be good. So this is a shaft. In this shaft we need to apply little bit oil. So this is an shaft, it's just connecting the crushing part. So we need to apply oil for this crushing part, like the rod. Here you can see that the shaft is moving front and back. So in that area we need to apply the oil. Any oil like coconut oil. Coconut oil will be better. Like that is a good for the shaft. Like it will move freely. So if you apply coconut oil, it will be better. Little bit coconut oil, and you can see that the cake has become fully dry right now. So very simple process only for for oil making. It is very simple. Our machine is like we have done whatever it is possible. We have done it is easy. For lifting purpose also we have given crane part, but in this machine we have not attached crane. The customer like we have not assembled the crane part. So for every customer we are suggesting to use the crane for lifting this crushing part. So the next video I'll upload the crane video also, like how to use the crane and how it is working, everything I'll share you in next video. So now you can see that the cake has become very dry. So in the last 5 minutes we just need to put all the cake inside the machine to extract little bit oil from the cake. So around like 2 to 3% will be oil will be there in the cake. So if you put that cake again inside the machine, you will be getting some little bit oil from that cake. So for that purpose only I'm just putting that inside. So now you can see that only this much amount of raw material I got from the machine. So this is a new design. So from this the whatever the oil is coming out, it will be having very less amount of raw material, so you will get a clear oil from this machine, and operating also will be very easy. So this is a pure cold press machine. Because how I'm saying it's a pure, because this is a fully wooden machine. Like when compared to the other manufacturers, they are using an cast body and stone, everything they are using, and they are saying it's a cold press. But actually, this is an original cold press machine. So the full machine is made up of wooden. So the oil temperature will be normal room temperature. So you can see the drum part also wooden. The inside the crushing part also is purely wooden. So now to remove the cake, actually so we are experienced, so we are removing the cake in the running condition itself. But when the customers are removing the cake, you should not remove like this. You should stop the machine and then only we need to remove the cake out, because we have some experience. So that's why when the machine is running itself, we are removing the cake, but that's not safe. So when you are removing the cake, we should stop the machine, and we were given a tools for removing the cake. So by using the tools only we should remove the cake. Like while running we should not remove like this. Actually we are in same field, and last 5 to 6 years we are doing the same job, so we have experience. So that's why we are removing the cake right now. But customer don't do this when you're running the machine like this. So now you can see that cake 50% of cake we have removed right now. So remaining 50% is inside the machine. So we need to switch off the machine, and we need to remove the remaining cake, and we are given this tool. By using this tool we need to remove the cake. When we are removing this cake, we should not damage the wooden part. So only the cake part need to be removed. The wooden part we should not damage it when we are removing this cake. So just in between the wooden and the cake we need to leave this tool, and we need to take this cake out. So if it is a properly dried one, the cake killing will be very easy. Like if it is 5%, 5 to 5%, 5 to 5.5%, it will be very easy for removing the cake out. If it is more moisture, what will happen, it will stick with the crushing part. So the wooden part, everything, it will be sticking, and for cleaning it will be very difficult. So on the oil output also will be very less. So if it is a properly dried raw material, you will get a good amount of oil output also, and cleaning also it will be very easy. So that's why we are telling like we are suggesting customers to use only the dried raw material. If the raw material having more moisture content, just dry it in sunlight at least for 1 or 2 days. So if the moisture is below 6%, we are okay, we can do it in our a cold press machine. Like if it is more than 6%, definitely we are not recommending to run in our machine. So definitely we need to dry it in sunlight, or when you are purchasing the raw material itself, we should check the moisture of the seed, then we need to purchase the raw material. Like whenever we are going for a material purchasing raw material, so every raw material we need to just check the moisture content, and after that we can purchase the raw material. So like we'll get a more profit if you are checking the moisture. So the basic thing of the machine is the moisture content. So we just need to check the moisture, that's it. So everything, the process, everything will be easy. Now we have removed the cake, so like remaining little bit is there, we'll remove that cake. So because why I'm repeatedly telling about the moisture of the seed, because many of the customers are not aware of what is moisture content. Like without knowing that, they are making oil production. Like they don't know how the dryness of the seed is important. Because in the main like in big plants, like in big industries and all, they'll have a separate machine for drying the raw material. So after the drying the raw material only, they'll be doing the oil production. Like you can see that how easily the cake came out, because the moisture contains only 5 to 5, like it has came easily out. The cake came easily out because the raw material is properly dried. We are using only 5 to 5.5 percentage moisture content seeds. So that's why the oil production also we have got more. And you can see in the cake, you cannot see any raw material in the cake. It is properly grinded, and the cake is also properly formed. The thickness of the cake also will be very thin, and oil quality also will be very good. So everything is become because of the moisture and the quality of the seed. So basic thing of the machine is the raw material what we are going to use. Like machine qualities will be perfect, because every machine what we are doing, we'll be checking the quality, like by using, like you can see that inside we have removed everything, like the cake has been removed everything. So if you're going to do the next batch, you can continuously do, like without you losing all this springs, you can do the next batch also. Like it will be very easy if you are having a dried raw material. So no need of removing every time the crushing part outside. Like if you have a proper raw material, you can continuously run the machine for 3 to 4 times also without removing the crushing part. So it will be running very fine without removing the crushing part. So you can see that now we are production is over. So now we are losing the backside spring. So now bottom spring also we are loosening, like the both spring we should lose it, then only we can remove the crushing part outside. So after production is completed, we need to lose all the springs fully, like like after that we need to remove the pin out, and again we need to remove that crushing part outside. So this crushing part need to be removed out. The cap, now we are removing the cap, the steel cap, and like this is the crushing part, fully wooden crushing part. It's around like 3 feet long, around 25 kg of 25 kg weight, or a crushing part. So now we are removing the crushing part also outside. So now we don't have a crane, like still we have not adjusted the crane, so we are removing manually. But in the next video I'll show you how to use the crane to lift this crushing part. So inside, if you see, there's a little bit cake will be there inside in the bottom. So in the bottom also we need to remove the cake, so by using the tool. So we are removing the bottom cake also. After removing the crushing part, below the crushing part there will be little bit cake will be there. So to remove that cake, we should use that tool. Little bit only will be there, like only 100 gram and 200 gram will be there, like this much only the cake is in the bottom. So we have removed that also. So now it's clear. And one more thing, in the bottom it should be properly cleaned, because that is the area where the crushing part is going to sit. Like the seating area should be properly cleaned, like cleaned. In the sides also, if you have cake, there is no problem, but in the bottom, in the below area, where the crushing part is going to where we are going to put the crushing part, in the bottom it should be properly cleaned, and the in the crushing part also, in the bottom area it should be properly cleaned. There should not be any cake in that. So you can see inside, in the bottom area there is no cake, it's fully a wooden part. So in the side we have a little bit cake, that is not an issue, because in that area we are not going to do any process. But in the bottom area we have little bit cake, so we are removing all that. So that's it. Like the cleaning process is also very easy. So if you come to my office, we have a demo machine also in my office. Only ladies are operating that machine. Very easy for doing this oil production in our cold press machine. So you can see that now it's a new assembled machine. So now after this product, after this trial, we will be doing the painting work. For every machine what we are manufacturing, we will do the same procedure. So you can see that the process is completed. So now everything is over. Thank you for watching, and thank you.